And we in here with 317 A&R turning locals into stars, bitch.
How you living? It's your boy Miles D, 317 A&R. Who we got in the building with us today, man?
RBM Rello, y'all know, man. Fiverr, Real Deal 5. Y'all know what's going.
Hell yeah, bro. How you feeling? What you got going on?
Shit, you know me. Same old music and money, man. That's it.
Nah, I'm already knowing, man. So shit. Shoot, first we gonna start off with Jeff Hardy. You feel me? That motherfucker going stupid right now.
For sure.
Just, man, tell him what was the inspiration behind that. I just wanted to touch on that because motherfuckers saying we got the old Rello back and all type of different shit. So before we get to the beginning, let's just address this shit now. Like, where did Jeff Hardy come from?
I wouldn't say. I'll try to say this without, having any pride or arrogant emotion in it. But like, shit, it was more so like people just getting the regular idea that shit I fell off, and it was just like shit. Not that I'm really trying to go back to promoting a certain type of music or nothing, but I'm just like, shit, I understand what they want. You gotta give them what they want and shit. When I gave it to them, they was like, shit, this what we want, this what we back on. So it was just that trying to show motherfuckers too, like, just because I switched over to the rock music and that wasn't really it. It wasn't that I couldn't rap no more. I just chose to do something else. So that's really what it was. I always had it though.
Nah, for sure. All right, I wanted to start that off because that was hot right now. You feel me? But let's get into the beginning of your career and just you as a person. So tell everybody where you from.
Shit. Like I said, a lot of people know it, but I was originally born on they don't really fully consider it the Far East Side.
Yeah,
but
that
like,
don't make no sense to me, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I don't understand.
That's as far east as you can go on God.
It's a straight line 3 minutes away from, but like, shit. It's I was born in Amber Woods originally, you feel me, spent like half of my life there and then moved to the near east, feel me, 30th and Keystone, so shit, the BALT, what motherfuckers know is the BALT, and that's really my stomach ground, so that's really where I'm from.
Hell yeah. Man, just talk about growing up in environments like that and how it shaped you and formed you as a man.
Shit. What I could say is shit, the hood do the same shit for everybody. Like it's gonna be robbing, killing, certain motherfuckers gonna be trapping, just different shit. And I just feel like, personally, it's what I took out of it. Like, I just always looked at shit like, shit, I done seen a lot of niggas try to be the toughest nigga in the world, and a lot of niggas went in the same exact circle, so it's like, shit, what can I do differently than try to be a product of my environment? And that's really what I always set myself on, like, shit, I ain't no product. I am, but I'm not gonna be labeled by what I came from. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm a whole, like, shit, I'm trying to be a Jay-Z. So it ain't like, shit, you run around doing the same shit that everybody else doing, you really ain't gonna get nowhere, honestly, shit.
Did you feel like you was, like, one of the more different motherfuckers from your neighborhood? In
my age group, yeah. Like, they'll tell you that, too, shit. I feel like a lot of shit grew on me, too. You know what I'm saying? Like, but for the most part, as a lot of motherfuckers can see and what they say about me just in general, like, I always been on my own account. Like, I always just been me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't go off the internet shit. I don't really interact in that shit. I don't interact in a whole bunch of beef shit and arguing on live, that extra ass shit. That I just don't do that shit.
Yeah. So what, like, this is a crazy question because a lot of motherfuckers probably would say, I don't know to this question, but, like, where you think it come from? Like, where do you think the origin of you being different, even on the music shit, just your personality being a leader, just being, like, one of them ones that's different, not average from where you come from? Like, where did that come from? Because we can get into your upbringing and stuff, but you didn't have really, a lot of people to show you how to be different.
Yeah.
So, like, where did that come from?
Shit,
Is it God-given? Like, what is it?
I say that, too, and I say my pops, like, some motherfuckers get lucky. Like, I feel like they have some niggas can have a bitch-ass daddy and be different. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the same time, some niggas just get that genetic gift, too. Like, my daddy was one of them type of niggas. Like, he was a get money nigga. He was just, he was all around. Motherfucker had respect for him, shit like that. So, and my pops could do everything. So, I wouldn't say that,
grandpops probably, huh? And grandpops.
Yeah, like, they was hoopers. Shit. Like, my grandpa went to the ABAs, different shit that, like, motherfuckers don't know about my history. So, my uncle, goddammit, Jeremy Finch, you know, Warren, they state team. Like,
All-American
so
football, bro.
it's a lot of great shit in my bloodline. That's my real, like, this is my daddy little brother. You know what I'm saying? Same daddy, shit like that. So I just say it's both. Like, I feel like shit, me just being me and what I take out of shit and what I take out of my experiences, you feel me? And then also shit, it just was in my blood. Like shit, a lot of the shit was natural.
Did you ever experience pushback being different? Like even when you was on the Dior Kid shit or just making different music that everybody ain't making or dressing different, was it ever pushback from people in the hood that was like not used to seeing that from a quote-unquote hood nigga?
Hell yeah. Like, especially when it first cracked off. Like when it first cracked off, you know, niggas just like, huh? You know, this like shit, you gotta think, a lot of niggas, and I wouldn't even say just niggas, it's just people, like a lot of people either scared of what they don't know or they just antagonize what they don't understand. You get what I'm saying? So, shit, when I first came out with it, a lot of motherfuckers like, then Subway Surfer dropped. And that wasn't one of my greatest songs, but it just hit 30K to where it gave you the idea like, all right, he doing this, he dressed like this, but he's still on hood shit. But it just was a vibe to where, you know, sometimes it takes certain shit to even get people to, not saying that they was fucking with it from that, but it just, that got their attention. Like, hold on, this might be fuck wittable. And then shit, it just went from there, you know. And then I feel like a lot of niggas, they followers too. So at damn near at the exact same time, shit, you know, Youngboy had just started that era of being on his black rock shit, the emo shit. So, you know, a lot of niggas had to swallow their tongue too because like shit, nigga, now your favorite rapper doing it. This is the most gangsterest nigga that everybody, you know, no shade to Youngboy, but I'm saying like, so nigga, if you accept it from him, you know, or just when you see a motherfucker like that do it, then it changed the whole outlook of the shit. Like, you know, they'll let you know motherfuckers picking and choosing. Like, you will still listen to Youngboy when he doing it. You just probably won't listen to those specific songs. You ain't lose no respect for him or certain shit. So,
Same nigga.
Yeah, like, the hood definitely responded. Like, hold on, but shit, over time, you know, it grew on certain motherfuckers. It grew on a lot of people, really. Especially Glow 5. Yeah. That motherfucker was just different. Motherfucker can't deny. I made it to where it wasn't, like, you know, undeniable type shit. You know?
Nah, silly. Shoot, in your song, just talk about your upbringing. Did you have any musical influence? I know in your song, Same Kid Too, you said your uncle was rapping.
Yep. So go ahead, my bad.
I was just gonna ask you, like who was in your household? Was it mom, pops? Was it brothers, sisters? Like, who was influenced you as a kid?
Everybody. Yeah. So, like, my mama and daddy could sing. Real voice singing, like, so that, you know, everybody don't get blessed with that either. Like, some people, like, they mama probably just can sing, or they daddy probably can sing. Like, nigga, my mama, daddy, my grandpa, like, it's like that. And then my mama's real brothers, you feel me? She got 3 brothers, you feel me? 2 of them real rappers, like to where, nigga, like, even if I was to show you a clip, like, nigga, my uncle dinner used to rap like Twister back then. So, like, that's where a lot of the speed and shit come from. Like, Ben was on that when I first came out, just rapping faster and just unorthodox, you know what I'm saying? So it definitely, I would say specifically on the rap shit, it definitely came from my uncles. Like, I'm 8, 9 years old and shit. They rapping in huddles and just allowing me to, you can cuss. You know how it is with your uncles and shit. Like, you can cuss and then shit, it went from there. Oh, God.
Nah, for real. So, shoot, nah, that's crazy. Because I ain't gonna lie, when looking back at my family, ain't nobody did music. So, like, to have all that in the same family, that's hard.
Like, professionally, everybody did sports. They was great at sports.
Yeah, you know? Exactly. But you kind of had both, though.
Yeah, I had it in my life. Yeah, on God. But as far as going somewhere, I'm the first one who took it to that level where motherfuckers like, oh, sure. Shit.
Because everybody can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So, shoot, talk about, we going through your childhood, we going through your younger years. Just talk about maybe some lessons you learned. It don't even got to be pertaining to music, just coming up. Like, all right, start off here. What was you doing before rap? I'll take you there first.
I say, like, I was like a 50-50 nigga. So,
For real?
Like, I was taking and finessing and doing a lot of shit too, but at the same time, I was a cool nigga too. Like, shit, I was a motherfucker that everybody could fuck with, but I also was on bullshit, like, in my own way. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just me. Like, I always fucked with a lot of different people, had respect from a lot of different motherfuckers, so I did a lot of different shit in a lot of different areas, you know, but shit, it's more so like, brother, I ain't gonna keep it real.
So you say you jumped off the porch kind of before the rap?
Yeah.
Like, you was already
factual. Like, it's a lot of motherfuckers that can really vouch. Like, and it's crazy. RP my Dukes, but they'll tell you, like, bro, I took my mama heat at 11, took my uncle, he at 12, 13, like I was already finessing. It was that bad, like I'm finessing, whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? So, feel me, a lot of motherfuckers could say like, shit, I definitely was on that. I ain't gonna make it seem like I was just the gangsterest nigga and walking. Ain't nobody is, so I don't give a fuck who try to play, whatever. But I'm just saying like, shit, I was definitely like a two-way nigga. I was that nigga who, I was still doing certain shit with my brothers, but I would also, shit, do other shit like, nigga, when I was 11 and 12 and shit, bro, like, I don't know. I feel like, shit, I'm the real definition of a two-way nigga. Like, I was still chilling, like, skateboarding, doing, hood nigga, though. Like, shit, I walk off, get on my own shit. I be done skateboarded off or some shit or something like that. And it's like, how the fuck is you doing some shit like that in the BALT? But, nigga, I was doing all type of shit. Like, I was, bro, what I say that I feel like people like about me, bro, I'm a real free soul. I was rollerblading in the hood, all that. That's how I sprained my ankle and shit, rollerblading. And it wasn't like on no nerve shit. It just, bro, I could skate and shit. I could play, you know, it's in my family to just do athletic shit. So I'm doing all type of shit on God. And just that's what it was. You know, certain niggas can only do certain shit.
Yeah. Was you still hanging out in both hoods? From going east and into the 30?
Like, I pull up in the woods and shit certain times, probably like with my pops and certain shit, but I didn't really revamp that till like I had reconnected with cuz and them, you know? Yeah. And you know, I ain't really gonna too much speak on that because, you know, everything ain't as green as it was at the time, but, you know, shit, basically like just the truth of it, the facts of it was like, shit, I ended up bumping into Ace, you feel me? And it hadn't been that long. It had just been like 8 or 9 years or so. But we always like was just still connected, you know, as family and shit like that. But we didn't reconnect till like Ray-Ban and shit, like really on a personal level when we really started like, all right, we come to the we seeing each other and shit helly. And then shit, I just end up coming to cuz one day like, shit, we dinner, like we family, bitch, you feel me? Like you got talent, I got talent. We need to come together and it damn near end up being more than it was really supposed to be on some music shit, you know. So God, that was what it was.
I was gonna ask you, did you have any like issues like fucking with them niggas over there and then fucking with your niggas in your hood? Like, was it any pushback from that, or you was just that much of a leader to where motherfuckers was with it type?
50-50. Like, so you had certain older niggas in the hood, like, you ain't from out there, bro. You from out here. Like, why you going out there shooting your video? Like, cause you know when I first. And it really damn near just coincidentally happened like that, really. I ain't even gonna cap. Like, I had really shit, like I said, I had reconnected with cuz damn near right before the heat of my moment, like 2020. Then, you know, Executions came out. That bitch hit 80K that same year. So I wasn't one of the hottest yet, but I was one of them like, oh shit, who the fuck is Lil Bro? Like, yeah, so then when I started hanging with cuz him every day, it was more of a reunion damn near, like going back out there and goddamn it, like seeing a lot of my old people and family. These is my daddy. This is real blood. Like, it's different. You know what I'm saying? This is my family, so it's different. Like, and then shit, my brother ended up moving out there. So one of my niggas from the hood, one of my main, you know, members and shit, they moved out there. So I had to set that straight. And then once they got cool, shit, it was over from there. Cause it's like, shit, now I got one of my niggas from my hood
that's
living out here. We all hanging at his house. And that's really why it seemed like we was shooting everything over there, but really it was just like we already right here.
Yeah, natural,
this
organic
family
shit.
too. This is my other hood. I'm from here too. So we already just shooting wherever we at. Like shit. Like, you know, I was running the gun in heli at that time. So it was like that pretty much.
Would you say y'all had some like real cause a lot of times I interview niggas, especially younger niggas, bro, they be claiming like how they came up in that bit wasn't no older niggas to even tell them shit. Like no OGs at all. Like how you feel about it? It might be different in your neighborhood. How you feel?
Nah, like some of them ain't lying though. On my baby, like, you got 10th Street niggas, you got shit like that. Niggas really ain't got no just OG. But I ain't trying to, you know, I ain't gonna put no names out there or really disrespect nobody, but we gotta quit acting like a lot of these niggas, daddies ain't got pape, or niggas ain't got uncles and so, or, I'm gonna be real, and a lot of niggas ain't gonna like this. Ain't no shade to it, you know, because if your people doing what they supposed to do, you blessed. But I'm saying, if you one of them niggas where your people got so much money that you can save money simply off never having to buy food and you can just stay there, and you not the same as a nigga that's, you know, in the hood and everything. He gotta like, nigga, I gotta buy the food every day. I'm with my niggas. We gotta, you know what I'm saying, really get shit out the mud. Like, it ain't no, like, you know how easy it is to save bread when you don't have to spend no money on that.
Yeah, at all. Yeah.
So I hate certain niggas who get out here and act like, oh yeah, like we like, yeah, every nigga's supposed to be up no matter how you got up, whether you a good nigga or a cool nigga. But I'm saying just don't portray, I mean, whether you a cool nigga or a hood nigga, but don't portray it like you getting out the mud like certain niggas like me. We don't have nobody around that's gonna buy us a chain or giving us bowls or gonna give us heats, bro. Like even some niggas got niggas just gonna give them heats and shit. Like we don't got none of that. Like none of that. So when I came up, niggas gotta remember, like, it wasn't nobody going in on my videos or none of that. Like I did that. I had to wait till my streams start coming up to. I'm putting the only 200. This 2020. Like I'm new, so you gotta think I wasn't even really making no bread yet. I'm making 200, 300. I'm putting that shit right back into a video.
To the music, nah,
oh God,
for sure.
So, you know, I just
for sure.
It's different types of niggas out here.
What about talk about man, you talk about sleeping outside in your music a lot too. Yeah. Like what was that chapter of your life like?
That was fourth quarter, factual. And a lot of niggas could vouch for that. Like, my hood really could vouch for that. That's what I could say. Like, a lot of niggas can't say at 11 and 12 and shit for real. They was really sleeping, like, ain't no going home for months. Like, my hood really could vouch for that. Like, I really slept on the bench helly. Like, it probably didn't look like it, but every night, at the end of the night, I'm on the bench, goddamn it, got me a little roller or something that's keep me up all night. And it's young. I'm smoking K and shit, all that, 13 years old. Like, I was out of control then. That's really why I damn near like slowed down earlier, because I was already really on heavy shit earlier, like just shit that motherfucker really wasn't, you know. But like that sleeping outside shit, bro, that shit was dead ass, bro. Like,
sleeping
I was
in the
11
studio.
and 12 and 13 to where it was like shit. It wasn't no I could go get an internship or no job, or it was just plain. You too young, ain't no motherfucker taking you in because you too young. Too likely they think you just childish, probably mad at your mama, ran away, some shit like that. You know, shit like that. So it was just, you know, that shit was different though, bro. Like it wasn't no like niggas is. God damn it. I swear to God, bro, for a second, bro, I was living on straight chips and juice, bro. Yeah. Like, it wasn't, because I ain't had no cheese.
And you was still, even when you was doing, in the struggle, you was still finding time to make your music and do all that.
Hell yeah. From the, like, it wasn't nothing stopping me from making the music. I think that's what made me different, too. Yeah. It wasn't nothing stopping me from making that music.
Yeah, you was going to sleep in the studio, you was going to stay in that bitch.
I was going, and that's
real hard work,
that's 4-5 years after.
Yeah.
Feel me? I ain't get to the studios, like the first motherfucker that took me in with the studio shit was when I was like 16. You know, I got a couple motherfuckers from the hood who took me once or twice, but like a motherfucker who really gave me that opportunity, like I could sleep here and anytime, like when you done, I could get on that motherfucker. If you go to sleep, I'm on here all night, shit like that. So A did that for me, and
that
then
taught
right
you how to
after
mix and master your
shit. Nah, it was bands. So literally the next year, you know, A died that year. So the next year after that, when I turned 17, I bumped into bands and then moved in there. But that's when all that started happening. But before that, I was just always just writing music and keeping up with my shit, bro.
Yeah.
Oh God,
nah, that's real dedication. Motherfuckers do. A lot of people be giving up by then. I'ma keep it real. So that's your hard work definitely been paying off, and it don't happen overnight. Motherfuckers think this shit.
I was 10 years in.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, what's it called?
Executionist.
Executionist, that shit didn't, that was what you think put you on like a citywide, like, okay, he up there.
Yeah, but no.
Which one was it?
Check Me and Tate song Checkmate.
Oh, okay,
yeah. That year it had.
Is that
like
before
50,
that?
Yeah, it was before that. That's the first song that I ain't fucking with Ben Too Friendly. I'm like with a drink here. That shit, like it hit 50K without the video. So at that point, you know, he separated. He, you know, like not like separated like we was together, but we just had made that song and it took off. Neither one of us really had a name at the time. I think he was like 15 too. This when he first started hitting the scene. So that was kind of like both of our like household. Now, I ain't gonna say blow up song because after that he had millions of views. Yeah, I'm giving respect, but I'm saying like as far as being a household name where people consider you as something, that was like the first song, and then Execution was the second one. Okay. So that was the one that was like it's fully solidified and like. Now this ain't just no household name. Like, bro, one of the hardest in the city. Like, this ain't no, like, this shit real.
Yeah, nah, motherfuckers definitely tapped in, tuned in. Rewind a little bit, man, in your music, you also talk about On the Way, you know, we coming straight up from the beginning, so On the Way, it's two people you mention a lot in your songs, and that's Tally. You talk about how he influenced you to do this shit for real, and Wanzo, right?
Yeah.
Talk about what they meant to you and like how you was able to like, you know, push through their depths and like just everything around that situation.
Tally, that was my first true, like, you know, everybody got their first true like heartbreak for real. Like I got that shit tatted on my face twice. That's how deep it is. Like ain't no nigga tatted a nigga twice in the same, like I got the 919 right here and LLT right here, Long Live Tally, you know, so that's my blood big cousin. Like, and as far as like the hood, like the BALT and shit like that, he was like when I was at that age where shit I hadn't even fully grown into who I was gonna be and little shit like that, I was fresh to the hood, so I wasn't from out there when I first got out there. So you know how that be, you gotta work your way, you feel me?
Yeah, prove yourself.
He was one of them motherfuckers, like every time he catch a motherfucker arguing with me, anything, he walking up like, bitch ass nigga, this my look, like what? So, you know, he was like, even like, it's crazy, we were just talking about the rollerblade shit. When I rollerbladed and sprained my ankle, surprisingly, this nigga hit the corner, carried me home. Like, he was just my real big, like, it just, you know, so he was my heart and soul, bro. You feel me? He was always that nigga who was like, bitch, quit trying to hang out here and shit. Like, this shit ain't nothing. Like, not saying like it ain't nothing out here. He was just saying like, go be something better, do something more with yourself. And then shit, Wanzo, that was like, he my same age group friend. Like, that was my best friend. You feel me? So outside, I could say Capone and Youngin, like his cousins, that them is his other two main ones. You know, shit, it was me. You know what I'm saying? And shit, like, it was just different for us because, like, shit, he ended up moving in the BALT for 4 years. So think about it, shit, we together 4 years straight. Like, yeah, you going to school, all that other shit, but, like, we live out here. Like, you could really call this daddy, like, his daddy and my mom, they, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hiding this nigga from his daddy. He coming to chop it up with my mama. They laughing because my mama done figured out I was hiding him. She done told him he wasn't even here type shit. She didn't even know he was in that motherfucker. Like,
damn.
That's how much, like, nigga, we really shared socks and drawers and shit. Like, and I wouldn't dare do that with no nigga who, you know what I'm saying? But we was that young at that time to where, like, bro, all my shoes, like, it really, if I go back to 2017, 18, shit like that, you will really notice, like, we got on the same shoes, same rocks and shit. Like, he going to tech with him, and then when he, the next day, all right, bitch, feel me?
Yeah, was you kind of playing that role? Like, was you kind of playing that role when how Tally was like, hey, get off there with my cousin? When he came to the hood, was you kind of being that figure for him too?
Yeah, for sure. Cause like,
but niggas still gotta prove themselves. Like, I know niggas still gonna have to throw them hands or do whatever you gotta do. But yeah, you was definitely there.
Yeah, he went through what everybody had to go through. Like, nigga, this a real hood, so it's different. It's not like about like me trying to say like, oh, this big homie, I was protector. It wasn't even nothing like that because he was holding his own. But it was like I was from the hood already. So when he first got there, everybody didn't. You know how that is. Just niggas dinner naturally don't even like you because they don't know you, know where you came from, nothing like that. So it took me to be like, shit, like, nigga, this my nigga. Feel me? Like, this what we on. And then shit, you know, as he went on, nigga, he got to taking and finessing motherfuckers himself. He got to get on the shit that we was on together on his own, goddamn it. And niggas just grew respect for him. And then shit, over time, it was just that. But he ended up dying in 2018 too. He died early, so.
Yeah. How did you talked about y'all's relationship, beautiful relationship, but just talk about like how does, like, you know, we in Indianapolis, and you coming from probably one of the worst neighborhoods, you done seen a lot of death. That's a theme in the city for anybody. So like, how did you take that? Like, mentally, like, how does it, what goes through your mind? How do you push past that to keep being Rello? Because you still got to show up, show out.
I always try to look at death on a spiritual level, for real. Because it's like, shit. It's like going into like some next level shit to where we really supposed to celebrate when people die, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, for us to be tricked by the white man to think like death is bad or like, come on now, it's like us, let's be real as a people, like just a human race. If we know it's gonna happen, what's the point of being sad or something that gotta happen? Like, it's just based off your choices is how it's gonna happen. Like, if you in a car, nigga, you fall asleep in the car veer off and you crash and die. All of its choices, whatever the fuck you did that day before you was tired, you should never drove or what. You know, I'm not saying it like that, but I'm saying like all of this shit, a lot of this shit be choices, bro. So I don't try to let it.
These was violent deaths though, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying still like.
So even though that's, you know, that's a part of the shit, but I'm saying, and we understand death is natural. It's gonna happen. You feel me? You can't run away from the shit. But I'm saying like, for somebody to take another person, like, it's almost like unnatural.
Yeah, hell
in a way it is, but it's not, because motherfuckers
unnatural.
been taking motherfuckers though forever though.
That's unnatural.
It is, but that's not natural to human beings because we've been taking each other for so long. It's unnatural, but it's not. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but let me say,
because that's human nature. We've been killing each other.
If we would have never created tools to kill each other, it would have never been so. So the point is no matter how far the history go back, a man created something that can pierce the human body, whether it was a sword or whatever. So the point was, like you said, bro, it was unnatural. If we would have never got to a certain state where even, and I feel like it's bigger than us black people. Like, it ain't about us black people. We just reaping the benefit. We dinner doing shit that didn't have nothing to do with us. It just, people do what they know, what they born into and shit like that. But in reality, you know, a lot of motherfuckers got greedy, did certain shit, and just jealousy, certain shit that turned into eventually a nigga finding something that'll clear your ass out. And then over time, you got to think, I see one nigga with a sword, he got a sword, bitch, I'm about to make me one too, or, you know, and then it turned into slingshots, guns, more shit. So shit. Like, at the end of the day, we mammals too. So when you think about it, when God created us natural and put us here, he didn't put us here with nothing. So anything else that we created that do damage is unnatural. So people can feel like because so thousands of years we've been killed, like that don't mean that it's natural. That means that it just became common to do within life. You know what I'm saying? But that's unnatural, bro. Factual.
Yeah, it is unnatural. It is unnatural. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So, so I'm gonna tell you this. You look at it as a spiritual thing.
That don't mean I don't feel like
you don't
shit,
feel
something.
Yeah.
What I was trying to say, I don't try to let it weigh on me.
Yeah. But it got to though, like mentally, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, is it because you talk about the death of your moms a lot too in your music, like especially late, like the later songs.
Ooh,
but
he contradicted me.
But I'm asking you, like, shit, like, how do you do it? Because it's a lot of people that's like, you seen Kanye, when his mama died, he damn near
lost his mind. I did too. Niggas thought that all this other shit came from, bro, I was taking a break. My mom died in 2022. So even though I tried the rock shit, the reality of it was I was not in the state that I was supposed to be in, bro. I was really just like, fuck it, I'm still trying to be me, but it was more so of a shit, that shit hit different. But what I was just telling you about the spiritual shit is what my mama told me. Like, she never specified what it was. She just always told me, bro, don't hold on to old baggage. Like, when you carrying that shit, eventually the more bags you keep carrying, bro, like, your ass ain't gonna be able to walk soon enough. So it's to say, not to tell people, like, don't give a fuck about this or don't respond to shit, but I'm just saying, like, learn how to almost damn near filter it emotionally when it comes to certain shit. Like, now, bro, my mama that shit crushed me. And, like, nigga, I'm doing, you know, motherfucking tears and shit in the blind, like, but it's not something that's, like, so devastating to where it'll put me back in the state that I was when I was popping pills and shit every day, getting drunk and shit. That's what a lot of motherfuckers didn't understand either. Like, people, I was so much of me on the rap shit and people care about the internet shit so much they forget about being human. So niggas didn't look at it like, oh, bro just lost his mama. Like, he damn near not even in the right condition. Niggas just looking at it like, he damn near quit rapping. They selfish. Y'all not looking at it like nigga, just the same way every other motherfucker do. When they lose a member or what you see them doing on the internet, they losing their mind for a little bit, brother. Like, they popping pills, they drinking, however you do it, smoking or whatever. So that's what I did, and I was taking a break, and I still tried to give somewhat of me to my fans, bro, while I was still going through that. But that's what crushed me, right? Because it's like you playing a role, and I don't owe my fans nothing for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still trying to put shit out, knowing that I'm not in the condition to do shit.
Yeah.
So, you know, but like I said, bro, it just, over time, I got back to me, I shook it off, and it was just like, shit. I can't hold on to it and try to be like, shit. Like, it's 2022 now. That's like me coming, my mama died, bro. Don't nobody give, like, that shit don't stop nothing. You know what I'm saying?
You still gotta live.
Still gotta live and lead on God. So, you know.
Nah, for sure. And I think, like, when I look at, I'm gonna talk about Same Kid again, because the first one, because you talk about, and a lot of people go through this as well when somebody die. They think about, or it might not even be when somebody die, when just your mental ain't right, you might think about offing yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you talk about that in your music and how I think you said your sister saved you from them ideologies, right? Yeah, like,
that
so.
was before my mama died, though.
Yeah, I know.
I was a kid.
But I'm just saying, like, going through all this and you got somebody to tell you, like, you got a purpose to live and be here. You can always replay that back, you know what I'm saying, when something challenging come, you know what I'm saying? And it ain't always that simple, but she, like, whether she realized it or not, she probably did some of the greatest shit for you ever.
I wouldn't be who I am right now if you would have never did it.
Yeah.
That's why, like, people don't understand with me, you could do whatever you want in life, right? You can do damage, but simply because that holds so much weight, I can oversee the other shit. Right, because it's like, think about it. I wouldn't even be here to feel whatever damage you would do if you would have never stopped me from that years ago. I would have been gone already.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's what's wrong with life too now. Like, people don't know how to take the truth and oversee the bull. Like, that don't even, cool, you done fucked up, you done made a couple mistakes, you done did some little weird, cool, but like, a lot of motherfuckers did a lot for people. Emotionally, bro, like mentally, like, people care about money so much now, too, that the motherfuckers who are valuable emotionally, the motherfuckers you could talk to, the motherfuckers you can call every time, and they listening. They don't even want to talk. They just want to let you know that they hear, and motherfuckers need shit like that, bro. You know, and I feel like that's what's wrong with the black people. Like, I say this all the time. When we stop being able to go knock on our neighbor's door and go get sugar without it being a problem, that's where the problem came in. You know, when the Black Panther,
community,
was Black Panther, like, it wasn't none of that.
Community ain't the same no more.
Trapping, you work too hard.